Good evening. Thanks for being here. Tonight's all about the rock, one of the most important musical genres ever. A dream week for some of our top 8, tricky for others.
Yeah, it was a challenge for some, but it's not easy to sing rock, which is exactly why we recruited a little bit of help from Aussie rock legends. A couple of people who might know a thing or two about it. Have a look. It was the late 70s. Aussie music was showing a newfound confidence, and 6 mates from Sydney would rise from the pub circuit to create a phenomenon that defined an era. They were called In Excess. Their sound was like nothing Australia had heard before. From Michael, Kirk, Gary and brothers Farris, Tim, Andrew and John, the ride was just beginning. Hard work, constant touring and kick-ass songs saw the band crack open the tough US market. Through the 80s and 90s, fans couldn't get enough of In Excess. From the US, UK, Europe, Japan and South America, the multi-award-winning Grammy nominees were now playing stadiums. From Rio to London, headlining to crowds of 100,000. Legend was created, and In Excess were hailed as one of the top 3 rock bands in the world, next to U2 and Guns N' Roses. In Excess had become part of rock and roll folklore. But tragedy would strike with the passing of Michael Hutchence in 1997, and In Excess's future looked uncertain. But with their legion of fans, the band were lured back on the road. Then in 2005, through the hit TV series Rockstar In Excess, Canadian JD Fortune was announced as their new frontman. In Excess were on track with the hit Pretty Vegas from the album Switch, which the band performed on their recent world tour. So with tonight's rock theme, who better to inspire our finalists than In Excess's Kirk and Tim Farris? Tonight, Australian Idol is immensely proud to honour our own music icons In Excess and our very special guest, Kirk Pengelly, to the Idol stage. Welcome, Kirk.
Hi, mate.
It's good to have you here. When you look at something like that, is it still amazing to think the sort of contribution you guys had as a band?
Yeah, a lot of it seems like a dream a lot of the time, yeah. But it is. I mean, we've just had an amazing career, over 30 years, so, yeah.
That's a lot of experience to draw on. When you were faced with these, 8 young Australians trying to do their best up here, what was the main thing you tried to get across to them this week?
I think, look, they've all got great voices. They can all sing really well. It was more about trying to get across to them sort of stagecraft and, trying to present themselves, perform.
Absolutely.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you here. Now, obviously you work with them during the week, but it's not over for you, mate. You're going to be joining our judges, Dicko, Marsha and Kyle this evening. Welcome, guys.
A nice bunch.
You'll be joining them in a minute. I've got to admit, it's pretty special standing next to Australian rock royalty. I'm feeling a little tingly. Oh, now I feel a little something else.
Fuzzy.
Here's what happened when Luke Dickens caught up with yourself and Tim Farris.